All right, it looks like it's at the top of the hour. Welcome, everyone, to Your Energy, Your Health. Be responsible with empowering solutions. I would like to start by raising the vibration in this space we're in now by calling for the highest possible vibration and calling for the truth to come forward into our discussion so that we may see the truth in all that we see, so that we may hear the truth in all that we hear, so that we may speak the truth in all that we say. Shall we be in that frequency of truth and have nothing but the truth? Shall we call for the power divine feminine to bring balance back into our world, showing us the way through honor, respect, and gratitude? Shall I call for the power divine feminine to bring balance back into our world, showing us the way through honor, respect, and gratitude? Shall I call for the power divine feminine to bring balance back into our world, showing us the way through honor, respect, and gratitude? Shall I call for the highest possible vibration? Shall I call for the highest possible vibration? Shall I call for the highest possible vibration? And now I ask for everyone to take a sip of water, as water to hydrate our brain and body, as water is the medium that will hold the memory and assist in the flow of the information today on Clubhouse. I now like for everyone to take a deep breath in. 3, 2, 1, and let it all out. And take another deep breath in, bringing in joy, peace, gratitude, and life. And exhale out. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you. And Lakesh and Veritas, I call for the oneness and truth of the information shared by each and every one of us on this call, calling for the frequency of truth and all that is the truth with honor, respect, and gratitude to you all. The greeting and Lakesh and is the Mayan greeting of oneness, signifying unity where everything and everyone is interconnected. And it's the idea of community where we can share with one another ideas, goals, and aspirations so that we can all benefit and thrive from them. So, and Lakesh and veritas, the Latin word for truth. So, Enlocation Veritas is that declaration in which we're clearing our spaces, the space we're in now, so that we're able to bring in and bring forth a truthful, elevated, and enlightened discussion this evening, clearing away those ill thoughts that we tend to pick up and carry with us from our everyday life experiences. The words en Lakesh and Veritas are powerful, powerful affirmation, bringing into this space a vibration and frequency that assists in bringing clarity and a greater understanding of truth to all who are present and to all who are listening. Our words have power, so it is important that we use words carefully, our words carefully, words of upliftment, encouragement, and enlightenment. And by doing so as a collective, will help to transform our spaces and places into higher frequencies that will result in better experiences in our lives, in all of our lives. And it'll help to raise a vibration of the others who we touch. So, en Lakesh and Veritas, everyone, with honor, respect, and gratitude. Now, before we begin, I'd like for everyone to again hold their water in their hands. And with intention in mind, send the frequency of en Lakesh to your water. Then take a sip of your water, as water holds information and memory, thereby assisting in incorporating that elevated frequency of en Lakesh into our cells, signaling the cells in our bodies. By doing this technique will allow for the ease and flow of the information we'll be sharing with one another this evening. All right, everyone. So I want to start by bringing forth, every week on Clubhouse, we review a lot of the current events that are going on in our lives, particularly the pandemic and the various mandates, particularly when it comes to the many shots that we have to take, like C-19, and then we've got the monkeypox. I just saw this funny thing on Instagram of a man who who claims he got monkeypox, and they impressed a monkey's face on him. But anyway, we're going to move on from that. But now there's the RSV, the respiratory syncytial virus, and they're creating a vaccine for that. And, mind you that this virus has been around for several decades without significant morbidity because it's been able to be treated well. So today in our mainstream media, we are provided with many stories, primarily on the side of what they want us to believe and hear. And all these stories are basically rooted in fear. So the uncertainty of what's to come raises doubt on what steps to take. And then what happens? The doubt raises the emotion of fear that then, according to bioenergetics, affects our spleen, which is one of our detoxifying organs that filters our blood. So today I want to talk about doubt. Doubt is an emotion that brings confusion. For example, you've decided on something, you've made up your mind, then someone or something comes around presenting an idea, a new thought out of nowhere that casts doubt on the decision that you just made. And it just threw you off balance, creating indecision, which can sometimes be paralyzing, causing interference from moving forward. And it's a loop pattern of behavior that's seen by many. So doubt is low vibrational, and it's a drain on your energy that reflects on the energy reserves of your health. It brings on feelings of frustration, failure, lack of confidence, and even depression, all low vibrational emotions. And we spoke about this similarly on a prior Clubhouse when we were talking about the effects of the educational system on our children and how it affects our children during our homeschooling series. It starts at a young age. So having feelings of certainty and confidence is what is needed to support our immune health, supports detoxification processes in our body, supporting our liver. And our liver is our major detoxifying organ in our body. And we want to optimize the function of that liver. So having soul certainty dispels the doubt you have, supports confidence, strengthens your organs, particularly your heart, bringing balance to your heart and brain connection. Does anyone have anything to add with that? So does anyone have anything regarding doubt that they see affecting our lives? This scenario happens to us all the time.
In Lakesh Veritas, with honor, respect, and gratitude, this is
And
Donna
like
Hara. I gotta tell you, doubt is a big, ugly sucker.
yes,
It's a life sucker. It's a truth sucker. And
it is.
when you allow doubt to come in, you can't not get a straight answer. It's like,
Yeah.
wait, am I lying to myself? Is this the truth? I mean, is this what? Wait, let me rephrase that question. And you're just like, hello, wait a minute, wait, are you sure that's what you wanted to tell me?
hmm
Oh my goodness gracious! And then it's like, okay, well, I'll come back and I'll check in with you later.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a different answer for me then.
Right. But it puts self doubt, lack of clarity.
Yes, absolutely. Self doubt and lack of clarity. And I see so many people who are over their head in self doubt to the point where they don't trust themselves
Uh-huh.
or anyone else. They go to the doctor, they don't trust the doctor. The doctor says, well, you have red marks on your face. That means you have red marks on your face. No, 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 you're wrong. It's got to be something else. Well, then why did you go to the doctor in the first place? If you're going to question everything everybody says because you don't trust your own self, you don't trust your own instincts and your own information that you have access to. It's quite a pungent fragrance in the atmosphere right now.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and we have, modern technology, which is the internet, in order to research, do your diligence and
Yes.
research the answer yourself, and then, we've talked about tools where we can it tap into the etheric akashic records that's out there to get answers ourselves, or kinesiology. There are just so many things that we can do
which
in
is the truth.
order to
Yes, and
right.
yes, when you are in the loop pattern of self-doubt, you are you struggle with getting correct answers with kinesiology
Mm, hmm.
because you don't believe that you're going to get the right answer. So this is a very, very, very deep subject, Dr. Delilah, that you have tapped into today.
Yeah. Well, it's also about self-love as well too, and trusting self. And that's a hit on your immune health, your not only your heart health, your immune health, your neurologic health. It's a hit to your overall health.
Absolutely. And then you find, I have seen people say, I can't believe what I'm hearing. I can't believe what I'm seeing. And it's like, the words that people use, and we've seen so much in the using the soul translation technology, and then these people have to go and get I need a hearing aid because I can't hear. What do you mean you can't hear? Because I can't, and it all goes back to a couple of years back. This person was saying, I can't believe what I'm hearing. Am I hearing?
Mm,
Am I
mm,
really hearing you right? And
mm-hmm.
these different words, it's a very, very deep subject that we're into today. And yes, self-love is the absolute flip side of that. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Self-love and confidence in yourself and your divine guidance that
right. Well,
works with us every day.
right. Well, let's talk about what are the things that we can do in order to help clear the doubt. It's, because doubt is a low vibrational emotion and frequency.
Send
you
it
know
to the nice clearing. Give
yeah,
it in
well,
Lakesh and Veritas
yes. But even
constantly.
just going ahead and doing the first of all, the logical thing, just go do some research, you know and find the answers out for yourself, and then trust your answers in yourself, because people can tell you some things, and especially in the news media, and if it's just repeated, they say after it's repeated 10 times it becomes ingrained in that person's thought pattern and process. So therefore then they just follow it, and the thing is that we can do something about it. We can do things that will l- clear that doubt, create soul certainty, and a clarity on our decision making processes. You know, and I have to say one thing that would definitely help is your supporting your nutrition. The microbiome in your gut, fermented vegetables, kefir.
And
You know,
staying away
eating
from
live
sugar.
foods. Mhm.
I'm sorry, and staying away from the sugar.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, that's acidic too. That's having an alkaline diet. That supports clarity, clear thoughts. The perfect example everyone was talking about is doing that apple cleanse. That was putting you in an alkaline state by doing that particular cleanse. But there's many things out there. And, nature and the universe provided us with things, tools in order to support our bodies and to detoxify well. The standard American diet is very acidic, and that's why there's so many problems and issues there are many chronic illnesses that come about, and that also creates mental confusion and doubt. Some of the things that we can do: go outside, get some sunlight, fresh air, take deep breaths, connect with nature, walk, and be in gratitude. Don't forget to acknowledge yourself, love yourself. As you love yourself, love will then reflect back to you. Does anybody have any thoughts behind it?
And catch Veritas, I'm expecting gratitude.
And look at your Veritas. Honor, respect, and gratitude.
I was gonna say that, the doubt, comes early, um, in lifetimes, but
Yes.
in specific, like as we're incarnated in this particular lifetime, say even just this one, children I've seen anyway, uh, don't have that doubt until it's instilled in them by adults. Like they're taught not to trust themselves because everything they do, they're stopped from
Yes,
being
they're
creative.
reprimanded,
They're
right?
being right, stopped from being creative, stopped from
Mm-hmm.
telling the truth, and that don't say that hurt someone's feelings, and don't do this and don't do that, and so we don't realize we're creating the same pattern that happened to us. And so some of the things that we can do that I've found are, calling for the truth, or something that, we can speak the truth. And
Yes.
as we call for the truth, call for the highest possible vibration, we can rise above the negative, because like Anahara was saying, the doubt, you can have like a real positive thought, right? And then a pattern will come back in there where an incident that happened in the past I found for myself, and I'll think, well, maybe I can't do this or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, there's confusion, there's indecision, and there's incongruency. And so
Yep.
then that whole thing about what is luck, right? Luck is like, it's not a luck thing. It's like you're sending mixed signals out to the universe. So you're gonna you may manifest what you asked for, but you're gonna manifest a negative part too. You may manifest part of the positive, you may manifest part of the negative, and so you could just be getting a jumble of things coming
Yeah.
back.
Or
At,
nothing. Or
right.
nothing.
Or,
That's what it's
or
because it's confusion. It's conflicting messages that are being sent
right.
out.
Right. Nothing may come back, but you're going to get something. You're going to get a mishmash of things. I found for myself, it was a
Mm-hmm.
combination of things which caused more confusion. And then that's when the headaches start, and, all the other things, the stomach aches and all of that. And so what you put out, goes out into the universe, I found, and then it comes back to you,
Right. Right.
like that whole resonance thing. Whatever you put out comes back to you, manifested, hundredfold or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
to raise above it, Ho'oponopono,
Yep.
doing call for highest possible vibration, call for truth.
Right. 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 Those are things that you could easily do on your own. Easily do on your own.
And if you can't get past that, because we do get in loops even with that, then then you
Mm-hmm.
go and get get some clearing, have low to do.
Right.
And I found for
So
myself, when I find myself in a loop or whatever, I go and get some harmonic healing on my brain. I get a soul clearing and get some harmonic healing to clear that confusion in the brain, because sometimes it just gets a little much. And
right. And that's a solution. People don't realize that there are solutions to these issues that that you have. You're getting into this loop pattern, and people then feel um like there's no hope. They can't figure out why they can't get out of that loop pattern. And sometimes you do need help, and it may be some sort of energetic help. But the tools, the things like the whole responsibility and actually taking Epsom salt baths, that's one another thing too. Doing those things, supporting your gut health, those are all supportive tools that help to keep your vibration up, to raise and keep it up. But sometimes people need assistance with that, and that's where the energetic work comes in to help shift you. You know, I know people have been trying to work on themselves for years. Trying to shift out of a loop pattern of behavior. But there's an easier way, is through getting some energetic support. Any other comments? I can go through some more stuff you can do, the different foods. The new thing is camel milk. Camel milk has been shown to have amazing things, some amazing benefits, supporting the neurologic system, your thinking and your memory. increasing what they call neuroplasticity, which is the ability for the brain to adapt to new experiences. And it also supports your glucose level, countering diabetes, insulin resistance, and helps to prevent fatty liver issues, supporting your liver. And your liver, again, functions as a detoxifying organ that no longer detoxifies the physical, but it also detoxifies and removes those toxic thoughts. So just remember, again, the alkaline diet. These are all things that you can pretty much do on your own. We do have the camel milk on our websites, in Lakesh Studio 1, in Lakesh Studio 2, and in Lakesh Studio 4. So I recommend, you have the tools that are available, and you're not alone. Let's just say that too, because it's very common. Clear that doubt, support your health, strengthen your heart, strengthen your neurologic system, your memory, your immune system, your immune health. And then be there so that we can help support our generations to come. Does anybody have anything else to add? Any stories? I just wanted to share this, this topic because I know that it affects people, but then, it's not talked about. So I just wanted to give you food for thought, no pun intended. All right. So, before we go, this is going to be a short session because I just wanted everyone to kind of think about those frequencies, things that to bring it to the surface so that we can work on, which is the doubt. But as Serenia talked about, I want to remind everyone we have whole responsibility meditation sessions. That helps. And these are given on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 a.m., 12:30 p.m., and 8 p.m. for 30 minutes, with an additional extended session on Wednesdays for 45 minutes at 6 a.m. And then we've got our Divine Nation workshops also to help us to provide and support our decision-making processes. A lot of fun. And our next one is scheduled for next week, Friday, November 18th at 8 p.m. These are all practices that are free. And then I want to remind everyone that there's a level 2 quantum light property clearing class that starts this Saturday, hosted by Tavares of the Sun. And I think there is time, if you're interested, to look into signing up. Go on to ofthesun.com. And then I do recommend that everyone sign up for Lotus's monthly self-healing talks. This also gives more understanding and clarity on life's affairs. And what she does is that she correlates the world affairs and relates them to the earth elements through the platonic solids. Great talks. The next one is Air Part 15, scheduled for Sunday, November 27th at 8 p.m. All right, so if anyone doesn't have anything else to add before we go, I'd like to thank everyone for joining. This is a short session just to kind of give you a little bit of food for thought. So I look forward to seeing you next week for more enlightening topics. If anyone has any topics they'd like to discuss, please send me a message and I'd be happy to share it with everyone. And remember, knowledge is power, and taking action from this knowledge is true power. So, with honor, respect, and gratitude, and Lakesh and Veritas.
Very
Like Cash and Veritas.